Hi, Gloria Grace Rand here today with another one of our Ignite Member Spotlight interviews. And today I've got the pleasure of talking with Joyce Robinson. So welcome, Joyce, and tell us a little bit about who you are, what your business is, and where you are as well.
Hi, Gloria. It's great to be here. I have a company called Family Matters Home Companions. It's a service. I provide professional home health aides to go into the elderly's home and help them with their daily activities and bring joy and companionship to their lives.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a very good thing to have. How did you get started in that?
How did I get started? I was trying to figure out in 2010 what business to go into because I had been a mortgage broker forever, helping people get their house.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at a crossroads and I almost went into financial planning, but somebody had an ad for a part-time person for this nurse registry who supplied home companions to the elderly. And I thought, well, I'm going to go try that. So I went and worked for that company. And as I saw the business model, I really liked it. As I met the home companions, I loved them. They care so much for these people. They become family to the families and, of course, to the elderly. And so once I discovered that, the company was closing shortly after. So I decided to start my own. And that's how Family Matters Home Companion started.
Wow, that's very cool. So where are you based? Where do you
I live in Boca Raton, and I serve Palm Beach County and Broward County.
Oh, okay. So how do people find you then? Because I'm just
Well,
curious.
this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working on, and it's why I'm in your group. And I need to get my marketing mojo on and get more clients. And I love your group and I'm intrigued by your group because of this, because of what you're doing, the interviews. So what I'm doing now is I'm interviewing people with even more expertise than I have to give tips. And I'm hoping people find me that way. But other than that, I network with nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and work with them.
That's good. Yeah, I'll have to think about that because I'm wondering what would be the best way to how to be able to get that. Because I guess the people who need you are people, I guess, that want to stay in their homes. Obviously, they don't want to necessarily.
Right, and I want them to stay in their homes.
Yeah.
And I just have to reach them. And this kind of business, it's they have to trust you. So what I love about the new Facebook videos and Zoom, people can see you and hear you. And I think that makes a big difference in my industry.
That's awesome. Now we were talking before we got officially recording here that you mentioned that you're involved in a new charity. You want to share what that's about?
Yeah. And through the wonderful world of social media, Facebook, I belong to a Facebook group for Palm Beach County business owners. And they were introducing new members. And I scrolled down and I found this member who has this charity for the elderly. And when I found out more about it, they're very new. They're located in Jupiter. And this has been a vision of someone for like 20 years.
Wow.
And now it's come to fruition. And what they do is very unique. They offer the elderly $250 to $500 in a, crisis situation. So, here in Florida, it gets very hot. So in the summer, an elderly person maybe their electric's been turned off.
Right.
This organization can pay their electric bill within 24 hours. There's no red tape. They can just help them. Or they need medication. So although $250 to $500 doesn't seem a lot, being part of this elderly group, I understand that it could be the difference between life and death, literally.
Oh, yeah.
Air conditioning, medication.
Yeah.
So I just met her, and I'm engaged. So I'm really interested in helping this organization grow, especially in my own neighborhood.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. And because definitely I know if people are just living on, Social Security and things like that, it doesn't go far. I know my own mom, before she passed, she was, kind of worried that she was going to have enough money to, live on if she, going into like her 80s or something. And, it
And
just,
imagine if you're all alone, no
yeah,
family, you have
right.
nobody to borrow from.
Hmm.
So yeah, we have to do more for our elderly. There's no
That's
doubt.
awesome. What's the name of the charity? What's it called?
It's the Pearl May Foundation.
Oh, okay.
And they gave a lot of support during Hurricane Harvey in Texas. They
Oh,
helped
good.
a lot of people out there. And they helped a lot of people in Miami, the Keys, rather. They went down
Mm,
to the Keys with lots of
yeah.
support.
Oh, good.
Um, so even though they're new,
Hmm.
they're really doing a great job.
That's awesome. Well, let's learn a little bit more about you, but because that's been great so far. So well, actually, I'm going to ask you this question first, which we didn't even talk about beforehand. But um, because I have been asking everybody about that, if you could uh, say that you've got one particular skill or superpower, as it were, what would that be? What do you think you have?
You know, at first I was intimidated by the question, and I really gave it a lot of thought.
Hmm.
And I kept coming up with I have two superpowers, which I think we all have at least 10 great ones, but I'm going
Yeah.
to get it down to two. My superpowers, I was thinking about it, is home and family. And
Mm,
I think about the first half of my career was about getting people into a home, first time
mm,
home buyers into a home.
mhm.
And now my second career is making sure that they stay at home and can enjoy.
Yeah.
And I even named my company Family Matters. So
Right. Yeah.
I have to acknowledge that I think that's my superpower. And I have a great family, and it's a very mixed family. I've been divorced, and former husbands are still in play. So I'm
Yeah.
very proud of that. And then my second superpower is I just love people. I find people
Mm.
fascinating, which is why I so adore what you're doing. I listen to all your interviews, and every time I'm taken aback at how fascinating everybody is.
Yeah.
So I think that would be my second one. I truly am interested in people.
Very good. Awesome. Well, I'm definitely been interested in learning more about you today, so I'm glad we had this chance to get together a little bit. Maybe one more thing, maybe before we go. If got your business up and running and everything was going great, what would be one thing that you wanted to do that you maybe always dreamed about doing?
I would like to travel a lot more. I'd like to go to Europe. I'd like to go to Iceland. I'd like to see what is it called? The area borealis, the lights,
Yeah,
you know.
right.
Yeah, I would definitely want to travel. I
Yeah,
don't
there
get to
you
do
go.
that.
We should make plans. Let's go.
Okay, I'll call you. We'll go together.
There we go. Sounds good. All right. Well, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and being with us today. So I'm glad that you've been getting benefits out of this, and I hope everybody else now will get a chance to learn more about you. And if you haven't signed up for an interview yet, I know we've got over 160 members, so we've only done maybe 8 of these so far. So get
Oh,
on
wow.
and
It'll be
sign up.
great to find out about everybody else. I really do enjoy. I hope everybody jumps on because you're doing a
Yeah.
great thing. And there's so many interesting people out there. I would love to hear more. So I so appreciate what you're doing. I really do.
Well, thanks a lot, Joyce. I appreciate it, and hope you have a great day.
You too. Bye, Gloria.